What's up, everybody? How's it going? Today I wanted to talk about birthdays because I recently had a birthday, so I feel like I have a little bit of experience in this area. So I was reading an article online the other day about this guy's take on what to do if your significant other forgets your birthday. And basically he was saying that it's your job to make sure that they know that it's important to you. So if they forget and you're disappointed, you can only blame yourself if you didn't tell them that birthdays were important. Now, see, I don't really agree with that because I think birthdays in general are pretty renowned, worldly accepted as a day of celebration. And of course you can make it super obvious to your partner that you would like them to call you on your birthday, but at the same time it's kind of already expected. Like, the first thing that people ask me on my birthday was like, have your parents called you? You know, have they said happy birthday and things like that? So it's pretty it's pretty accepted as a general thing that the people that care about you most in your life talk to you and celebrate your birthday in some way, whether it's a phone call, a message, you know, whatever, something saying congratulations and just showing appreciation for the fact that you have existed for another full year. So if a guy or a girl that you're in a relationship with just doesn't care and doesn't remember, it can be a red flag, because it can show that they aren't necessarily as invested in your emotional well-being as they could be. Because if you care about someone, you want them to feel good. And one thing that makes people feel good is when you acknowledge their birthday. Oftentimes, obviously, there are people that don't like that, just like there are people that don't like hugs and people that don't like talking about animals or whatever, you know, like there's always people that don't like something that is pretty renownedly accepted as something that people like, right? So in my personal experience, my dad, he's pretty terrible at remembering our birthdays. I think he's pretty good at remembering my mum's birthday. He might have forgotten like once or twice, but in general he's pretty good at remembering mum's birthday. And I think that's because, like, us kids, we're always going to be his kids, right? But mum, as his wife, she could always leave, you know, so obviously he wants to make her happy. But the thing about my dad is that even though he forgets our birthdays all the time, he still, when he realizes that it's our birthday, he says something, you know, like he wants to make us feel good about that it was our birthday. So for example, when I was younger, I was living in Timaru, and so my dad came up to visit the day before my birthday, and so he gave me my present and said happy birthday and everything, because he thought that that day was my birthday, right? And so the next day it was my birthday and he didn't realize. But the thing is that when he thought that it was my birthday, even though it wasn't my birthday, he still went out of his way to do something nice and to, like, you know, show appreciation for my existence. So although at the time I was a bit bummed out that he didn't realize that my birthday was the day after. Now, when I'm older and obviously a little bit more mature, you know, I appreciate the fact that even though he might not remember the specific date, he wants us to feel good. And so when he does realize, he makes, you know, the effort to make us feel good about it. So for example, this year, Dad forgot again, and I kind of thought he would, and I had been telling people at work, I'm like, Dad hasn't sent me a message yet, but when he does, I think that he's going to be sending my happy birthday message from my cat, right? Because I love my cat, and she lives in New Zealand with my parents, and you know, my dad, he often sends me photos of her and things, and that's something that really makes me happy. And so today, the day after my birthday, he sent me an email pretending to be my cat, where he said, I got Granddad to take a photo of me to send to you and say happy birthday, but the stupid old fart, he forgot. I'm really cat offed, or cat pissed off, or something like that. He said something like that. And so he pretended to be my cat, congratulating me on my birthday. Even though it was late, and like telling himself off in the same email. And like, that makes me so happy, because like, that's his way of showing that he cares, is by sending birthday greetings from my cat, and obviously through the extension himself. And it's like, so then, even though he didn't realize that it was the day before, like, obviously he knows now that he missed my birthday, but he recognizes that it would make me feel good to receive a message from him and from my cat. And so he did that, and that's something that I really appreciate, because it doesn't really matter the day you were born, but it does matter that people recognize how you are going to feel about that, and how it's going to make you feel if people don't acknowledge it. And that's the important thing. So there are a lot of people who go around and say, you know, birthdays aren't important to me, I don't care about Christmas, I don't care about Valentine's Day. But if the people around you, the people that you would like to be happy, if that's something that they are emotionally invested in, then generally speaking, it's a good idea to take note of that, and to fulfill, you know, their heart's desires of receiving a message saying happy birthday, or happy Valentine's Day, I choose you, or Merry Christmas. And if that's too difficult for you, then that's kind of a problem. Like, that can be a really big problem. So that's my take on it. I really like thinking about this. I was so happy because I knew that my dad was gonna send me my cat happy birthday. I was like, oh, you know, he's so sweet. He always sends me photos of my cat, and I can bet $100 that he's gonna send a message from my cat. And then he did. So I'm like, I know my dad so much, and that makes me feel really happy. So anyway, happy birthday to everybody out there, and I will see you guys all next time. Hey,